Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelly Ferguson. It's the end of November and zine month. It's not technically like zine month officially. It's just for the month of November, I was focusing on zines. And I made 3 of them. My first one was this mini zine called JPEG. J's subtext about a JPEG file. It's a little bit of like photography, narration or whatever you want to call it. Probably my most proud thing that I created this month was the perzine about my story with scoliosis. And this is a draft. I did 2 drafts this month, and I will revisit it and kind of revise some things and then test some prints and see how that goes. So there's still more to do with this, but I at least have the core structure of my story in a zine format, which I'm really excited about. And then eventually I would like to put this in a book. So that is really awesome that I was able to do that. And then my last zine was a miniature zine called The Alternates. And this one was just more of like a character, just little doodles and characters that I made. And so that was that one. So that's kind of the summary of my month with the zines. And I'm still really enjoying kind of switching up my creative focus every month. And for December, I've kind of tossed around several different ideas as I'm thinking ahead in like January and the beginning of the year, which is a little bit more of a quiet time. I think I want to save some of my ideas and things I want to explore for those months. And then for December, I mentioned in my summary kind of life update video that I would like to dive a little bit more deeply into sort of my identity on this channel. So I'd like to give myself a little bit of a free rein of different topics to explore and dive into. And so similarly, as I've approached zines and junk journaling and gesture sketching and what else did I do? Self-portraits. I'm going to approach it with the same kind of mentality of let's just explore and play with some ideas, play with some different video subjects, and see what resonates, because I don't want to approach it with like, how should I say? And I want to save some of this processing, I guess, for December while I'm going through this creative exploration around my YouTube identity and messaging, if you will. Because again, the whole 365-day experiment and these creative focuses each month aren't really designed to be. I'm not coming from this place of creating content with them. It's really an exploration in a subject matter, language or skill or idea that I want to develop and nurture. And so how I am, sort of what my core messaging is and like what I'm all about, and some of the previous like jobs I've had, the interests I've had, I'd really like to kind of explore all of that and maybe distill what some of my core messaging is, what are the major themes in my life, And yeah, so we're going to explore identity, essentially. We're going to explore identity and maybe just get a little bit more of a handle and like an idea on like what I'm all about. I know it sounds kind of like a little ambiguous and maybe even daunting, but I really want to focus on this for December. And I did think like maybe that's a better topic to explore in January, but I'm feeling compelled to dive into that now and next for the month of December. And then, we'll see what happens and where I end up after the 30 days or 31 days in December from doing that. And who knows, maybe that will lead to something new in January. I don't know. But that's the cool thing about this 365-day experiment and process is it is a process. It's all about being led through my intuition and my instincts and not pulling from outside sources really. Like I'm really pulling inward with these explorations and figuring out like what I like to do and what I want to explore and what I want to say or how I want to approach my channel. And it's not that I don't think about experts in these areas and pull things from different experts and learn from that. And I do want to be creating from my core and my center. So that's really essentially what the movement and creative exploration with this year process is all about. I think we're going to dive into video, more video content, and it won't be as like artsy like the last few months have been. And it's going to be more of an internal exploration and deep dive into identity and how I want to express that on this channel. We're looking for themes, looking for threads, core elements to what I'm about. Like I think of pillars, content pillars. No, but that's essentially, I guess what I'm doing. I'm thinking of buckets, like I've got this bucket of subject matter that I really identify with and that I love to talk about and I love to create from. And then there's this bucket. Like, I don't know. We'll see how many buckets I have and we'll see where I end up at the end of the month. I'm looking forward to it. See you tomorrow.